Yo, how's it going, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. My name is LionHeartZ, and today I got some stuff to talk, some stuff to get off my chest, because unfortunately, I do not have the benefit of being able to play with stacks, ever. I have a very small circle of friends, and that means I have to deal with the unfortunate reality of randoms in my game, and it's just really hard to deal with. If you know it, you know it. There is nothing worse than having to roll the dice on whether your teammates have the competency of a squirrel or the competency of a god match to match. So today, I'm doing my due diligence to make my life easier in the future by showing you the biggest mistakes that you are making game to game in Premiere. If you right now, the viewer, if you were doing these things, just know I will find you and I will help you change. I wouldn't cause you harm, I never would. But you need to change, okay? And today, I'm gonna give you my best tips, avoid these mistakes, and you will make your games better. And if that appeals to you, take a second, like the video, leave a comment down below for the YouTube algorithm, and subscribe to the channel for more. If this video gets 1 like, you will win your next game. Guaranteed, I promise. Let's get into the video. Okay, I'm begging with this first point. If you take one thing away from this video, it is this. For God's sake, for everything up above that matters, from the green grass to the fluffy clouds in this sky, please communicate in your games. If you load up Premiere or Match, if you're playing ranked in any game and you don't say a word or type or ping, or in any way indicate to your teammates that you are a sentient human and not a piece of AI software, I hope you stub your toe. It is mind-boggling that we are in the year of our Lord Simple, 2023, and there are people who don't have a microphone, don't use their microphone, or don't know how to communicate with the in-game ping system. So don't worry. I am here to enlighten you that if you somehow live in a cave somewhere and don't have a $5 clip-on microphone, that you can still communicate effectively in this game. Let's jump in game for a second. Alright, we're here. We're playing Counter-Strike. Great. Now let's say, again, let's just say, so you were struck by lightning, your vocal cords are fried, and you can't communicate. What do? Well, thanks, unfortunately, to the existence of Valorant, otherwise dog shit game, CS was updated to have better and more robust ways to communicate non-verbally. First off, you can click middle mouse to ping on your crosshair. That's the first one. Very helpful. It's an unmissable sound. It puts a marker wherever your crosshair is. And if you see something you need to communicate it quickly and you can't talk, ping. Please, ping. You ever played League of Legends? Ping. Use it. Secondly, if you hit V, the default key on your keyboard, look what pops up. A communication wheel. Amazing. And this gives you some good stuff. Enemy spotted.
I can see them.
I need backup.
Too many of them.
Hey guys, let's push A. Hey guys, let's push B. Now, if you spam these too much, they go on a cooldown. But in the heat of the moment, these are super helpful. Oh, hey, there's a guy here. Look, Mirage, right? What's the most common thing on Mirage? Right? A guy in Sniper's Nest with a sniper. You take the jiggle peek, and then you call out.
Watch out, sniper.
Sniper! Now your teammates know not to peek it. You did all that non-verbally. Congrats! You are better than 80% of the people in my lobbies. And also, you hit Z, you get some radio messages. Someone calls out with their microphone, hey, let's go A. Z1. Now they know that you know where to go. Use these communications, guys. They're so useful. They will make your life better. Some of them are great even if you have a microphone, because sometimes you can't get to your push-talk key, or you need to listen for something. Let's say, you're lurking A, your team is going B. You don't want to necessarily take the time to make a verbal call-out, but you see someone rotating from A site to CT. You can ping it. Now you know there's one in CT. And then you still don't have to, it just makes life easier, guys. It's just, please. I can't, the frustration, I'm obviously playing up a little bit for the sake of the video, but communication is the most important thing in Counter-Strike. Above all else, I don't care how good you are at clicking heads, I don't care how cracked you are with the op or the deagle. If you can't communicate, you're going to lose a lot of games because there's so much importance to callouts in this game. Please learn how to use your communication. If you're not using it, you're leaving so much on the table. I beg of you. Okay, so frankly, I could do this entire video on communication, but I'll save it for another time. Let's move on to the other big issue I see a lot of players having. And this is one I struggle with too from time to time. When you're not in a coordinated group, it can be very easy to just not pay attention and not sync up well with your teammates. Coordination is something that's going to be variant game to game. Sometimes you're going to be with a team where you gel and you work together very naturally. So you're naturally going to be pushing with your teammates. The timing's going to work well. You're not going to like body block each other or step on each other's toes as much, just because there's a natural flow going on with your randoms. That doesn't happen every game. So it's very important for you to be paid constant attention to what your teammates are doing, especially if they may not be communicating as much, or maybe they don't play a similar style to you. Maybe you're more of a push-heavy player and they're more of a lurker or someone who likes to play back. The biggest thing is that you need to follow your teammates. You need to follow your teammates, you need to play in groups, and you need to play trades. Players are so bad about proper trading in this game. It gets better the higher level you are, but to put it in perspective, I'm almost at 15k points in Premier. That means I'm pretty high up there relative to the majority of the player base. Am I good at the game? Hell no. There are a lot of players way better than me, but I have the awareness to say that, like, hey, if a teammate swings, especially on the T side, I need to swing with them for the trade, because trades win games. And what comes with that also is the awareness to push at the right times. This is the biggest issue I see from my randoms, is a hesitancy to push, to play too passive, especially on T side. We've talked about it previously in our Anubis video, which you should check out. Pushing is not that complicated. If you see your teammates go, you need to go. We only need max one lurk in every game, and honestly, for 90% of us at the level that we play, you don't even really need a lurk. Half the time I see teammates lurking, they're so far away from the rest of us that they're not doing anything useful. We'll go over lurking another day. But the point is, and we'll go over some examples right now, if you see your teammates on the site fighting and you're not in the site with them, you are making a mistake. Please, please, for all that is holy, if your teammates push, push with them. Let's go over some examples.
What? Why would we throw smoke there?
Two more lit. They're lit. They're lit.
Oh my god. Just really hoping he would win that fight.
Water hurt. Evan.
Bombs down long.
He killed the water guy, unless there's another. Alright, those of you with keen eyes probably saw what went wrong, but this is a pretty typical scenario. This is an eco round. We're pushing B on overpass. This is an all-out rush just to try and get the bomb down and get some picks. And honestly, it almost goes well here. I get the first pick to open it up. We get out monster, we get on the site, and the trades almost go our way. You know, just not able to get this next trade we needed. So there's one guy left water, there's one guy unknown, and one guy heaven, and it's a 2v3. And where is purple in all of this? Purple has just been waiting, lurking by connector on the worst round to do it. And it's just not going to be enough here. We get one more pick. It's going to end up in a 2v2. And we saw how that's played out. So we're just going to pause for a second right here. And back it up to this moment. Now this right here is a very winnable point in the round for us. We've gotten a pick. Everyone's alive. At minimum, there's one or two CTs left on the site. But look where purple is on the minimap. This is not where you need to be on this round. Lurking is fine. Watching the flank on overpass is great, but you need to know when you should be doing it. This is an eco round. This is an all-out push. This is not the time to lurk and watch angles. This is the time to flood the site with as many bodies as possible so we can get the plant down. Because again, think about how this plays out. I'm going to push forward and I'm going to get traded by our teammate's monster. If purple is behind me, instead of that being 2 more kills for the CTs, it might have just been 1. And then we have 3 alive, 4 alive for the post plant. And that's a much different round than what it turns into. no shade to Purple, because they did good lurking during this game, I have to be honest. But right here, he didn't communicate, didn't use his microphone, didn't say anything, and picked the worst time to not be pushing with his teammates. And that's the kind of awareness that you need to have in these rounds. You have to think, okay, all my teammates are going, I need to be right there with them. That's pretty much all I got to say about this topic. Guys, just in general, play efficient, play with your teammates, communicate, play to your win conditions, and your win rate will go up. As we talked about before, there are some games that you're just not going to win. There are better teams, there are better players, there are moments where you're not going to hit your shots, but you need to do everything in your power to eliminate factors that could be holding you back. So you got to learn smokes, got to learn setups, and most importantly, you need to learn to communicate and play around your teammates and be aware of the game around you. It's very easy to just kind of fall into the tendency to play DM over and over again, game to game, and that'll get you somewhere, especially if you're really good, you have great mechanics, but you're going to hit a ceiling, and you need to overcome that with smart, efficient play, which you can learn here on this channel, and then watch me never be able to make it happen myself on my Twitch channel, where I fail all the time. You guys can come watch me every night between 8 and 8:30 p.m. Pacific Standard Time, and we'll have a great time together. Make sure you guys like the video, leave a comment down below, subscribe as well, and I'll see you soon with another video. Later.